students, a very warm good morning to all of you. I hope you all are safe and stay healthy at your home. Now, with this quiz, today we are started our new lesson, that is whole numbers. Before starting the numbers, some recall is given there. Just see what is given. A number card with numbers 10, 20, 40, 50, 100, 300, 450 and 500. Second, a number card with numbers 250, 500, 750 and 1000. So what you have to do? Use the number given in the first card to make the number on the second card. Okay? You have to make each number in three different ways. You may use the number in first card as many times as you wish, or any of the four arithmetic operations can be used to play this game. For example, for solving the 250, what you have to do? First, 500 minus 300 and then add the 50. In this way, you have to find out 500, 750 and 1000. Now, moving to our topic, that is, what is the introduction? You can see, as we know that the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on are used for counting. As they are come naturally when we start counting, they are called natural numbers. Generally, on adding 1 to any natural number, we get the next number, that is successor. You know what is the successor? The successor of 25 is 25 plus 1 is 26. And that of the 41 is 41 plus 1 is equal to 42 and so on. As the number 25 comes just before 26, we say that the predecessor of 26 is 25, that is 26 minus 1. The predecessor of 42 is 42 minus 1 is 41 and so on. Similarly, 3 has a predecessor and a successor in a natural numbers and some fall. But the question is, does one have both a predecessor and successor? Yes, you know. What is the successor of 1 is 2. And what about the predecessor? Yes. Say that is the main thing. Now, what is the whole number? As 1 has no predecessor in natural numbers, we add 0 as the predecessor for 1 to the collection of natural numbers. The natural numbers along with 0 from the collection of whole numbers. We know that the four arithmetic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. In this chapter, we will learn the different properties of these arithmetic operations. See, some properties are given for these four operations. The first one is properties of addition. The first one, closure property. A whole number when added to another whole number gives a whole number as the answer. Yes, this means if you are adding any whole number to another whole number, the answer will be the whole number. So this means that the sum of any two whole number is always a whole number, and this property of addition is called as the closure property of addition. Then what about the next? Commutative property. The sum of the whole number is always the same, irrespective of the order of numbers. This property is known as commutative property of addition. For example, if you are added 3 plus 4 or 4 plus 3, the answer will be the same. Means if you are changing the order of any number, the answer remains same. Then, associative property. Sum of the number always remains the same, irrespective of the way they are grouped. Means if you are adding more than 2 or 3 numbers, then what you have to do? You just have to group the number, and while grouping, if you are adding the number after the grouping, the answer will remain same. This property is known as the associative property of addition. Now see, some examples are given. In this problem you can see 4 plus 6 plus 8. So if you are adding 4 plus 6 plus 8, the answer will be 18. Instead of adding first two numbers, if you are adding first and third number, what will be the answer? Again the answer remains same. So this is the associative property of addition. Zero property. According to the zero property of addition, if 0 is added to any whole number, the answer will be the whole number, or a whole number is added to the 0, again the answer will be same. So hence changing the order of the number does not change the sum. So that is the zero property of addition. Now what about the subtraction? Now see first the closure property. Addition of two whole number will always result in another whole number. On the other hand, while subtracting two whole numbers, the difference need not necessarily be a whole number. Just see here, if you are subtracting 0 from the 3, the answer will be 3. But is it possible that 0 minus 3, what will be the answer? Yes, this is not the whole number. So, this property is not applied to the subtraction. What about the commutative property? If you are subtracting 12 minus 5, it will get the answer 7. But it is possible that 5 minus 12, yes, no number is there. Means when you are changing the order, the answer will not say. Means again this commutative properties does not applicable for the subtraction. What about the associative property? If 9 minus 3 minus 1, what will be the answer is? 5. But if you are subtracting 9 minus 3 minus 1, what will be the answer? It doesn't say. Means again this property is not applicable for the subtraction. What about the zero property? If any number, if 0 is subtracted from any number, you will get the answer, the number. But it is possible that any number 0 subtracted from 0? No. Means again this zero property is not applicable for subtraction. Now see what about the multiplication? Closure property. Like addition, if two numbers are multiplied, you will get the answer will be whole number. Means if you are multiplying any two whole numbers, the answer will be again third number is again the whole number. Then commutative property. If you are multiplying any two numbers randomly, means if you are multiplying 5 by 3 or 3 by 5, the answer is remains same. Means this commutative property is eligible in the multiplication. What about the associative property like addition? If you are multiplying three numbers randomly, 1 into 2 or multiplied by 3, the answer will remain same. Or you multiplied first number by third and then multiplied by second, the answer remains same. This associative property is also eligible in the multiplication. What about the zero property? If any number is multiplied by 0 or 0 is multiplied by any number, the answer will be 0. Means you are getting the whole number. What about the distributive property? If you are multiplying a number 4 multiplied by 5, the answer is 20. If you are distributing 4 as 2 plus 2, what will be the answer? 2 multiplied by 5, 2 multiplied by 5, again the answer is same. Means this distributive property is also eligible for the multiplication. See, there are some questions are given. 213 and 104, you have to do the product, means multiplication. So while multiplying, it is easy to 230 multiplied by 104? Yes? No. So for that, the convenience, what you have to do? Just 104 is divided as, distributed as 100 plus 4. So is it simpler? 213 multiplied by 100 plus 213 multiplied by 4. So the answer will be 21,300 plus 852. It is equal to 22,152. Okay. In this way, you have to distribute the number. Again, the number, while adding or subtracting, you are use the both one. Just see here the number 712 multiplied by 98. So 98 you can be written as 100 minus 2, or you can written as 90 plus 8. In both the way, you can do the multiplication. So are you understood the property? Now the next one is property of 1. If any number is multiplied by 1, the answer is same, or 1 is multiplied by any number, the answer is same. Means 1 is called the multiplicative identity for multiplication. Hence this property holds good multiplication. Okay. Now what about the properties of division? Closure property. According to this property, when any operation is performed between the two whole numbers, another whole number is obtained as the answer, because it is possible in the division. See here, when 12 is divided by 3, the answer will be 4. Here 12, 3 and 4 are all the whole numbers. But if the divisor is not the factors of divider, what do not get a whole number. That's why this property is not eligible for division. Again, commutative property. If 15 is divided by 3, the answer will be 5. But is 33 divided by 15, answer is 5? No. Means again this property is not eligible for the division. Associative property. See here, if 25 is divided by 5 and again divided by 5, answer is 1. But 25 divided by 5 divided by 5, the answer is 25. Means it is not changing the answer. That's why again these not follow the associative property. Zero property. Yes, if 0 is divided by any number, the answer is 0. But any number is divided by 0, the answer is undefined. Means again this property is not eligible in the division. What about the property of 1? It is also same. If any number is divided by 1, the answer will be the number same. But if any number is divided by itself, the answer is 1. Means any whole number divided by itself is 1. But any whole number divided by 1 is itself. So division does not show property of 1. Are you understood all the properties of the fourth operation, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division? Yes. The properties of multiplication and addition are same. Means all the properties are applicable in addition and multiplication and not in the division and subtraction. Are you understood everyone? Yes. Now see some examples are given in exercise 3.1. First one is complete the following by using commutative property. Now see the first one. Here is the number 123 plus 567. It is equal to blank plus 123. So which number is missing? 567. Here you have to write. Then 342 plus 450. Here is the number 450. Which number is missing? 342. Okay. Now in this way you have to solve all the remaining one. Then group the following and find the sum. What you have to do? You just have to arrange this number vertically and add the number. Just see the first one. 4 plus 6 is equal to 0. 10 is 0. Carrying 1. Then 4 plus 1 5 and 5 is 10 and carrying 1 is 11 and carrying 1 again. Then 1 plus 3 it is equal to 4. So in this way you have to arrange all the numbers vertically and find the answer. Now see the third one, fill in the blanks. 670 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 670. 567 plus 0 is equal to 0 plus 567 because it is the zero property of addition. Then 0 is added to 678. Here you have to write 678 plus 0. Again here the number is 777. Added to 0 is answer 777. Are you understood everyone? See, the next one is complete the following using associative property. Here the number is 3, 5, 6 and here the number is 3 and 6. Which is misplaced? 5. So you have to write 5. Okay. Here the number is 8, 9, 1. 9 is there, 1 is there. Which number is not there? 8. So write it here 8. Okay. In this way you have to solve the following one. Now, solve the following by regrouping the numbers using the distributive property that you have to solve. See the number 101a. 101 multiplied by 3. So 10 can be written as 100 plus 1 multiplied by 3. So then 100 multiplied by 3 plus 1 multiplied by 3. So it is equal to 300 plus 3. So you have to write here like that. Okay. Now next one is C. 23 multiplied by 12. So 23 you can written as 20 plus 3 multiplied by 12. Again 20 multiplied by 12 plus 3 multiplied by 12. So it is equal to 240 plus 36. So it is equal to 276. Okay. Are you followed how to solve this example? Now see the next one. Question number 6. Find the product using distributive property over addition or subtraction. So you can use addition or subtraction. See the first one, sixth one. A, what is given? 45 multiplied by 25 plus 4. Okay? Yes, that you have to solve. 45 multiplied by 25 plus 45 multiplied by 4. So it is equal to 1125 plus 180. Now add the number, you will get the answer 1305. Okay? Again, now see the D1. What is given? 65 multiplied by 100 plus 65 multiplied by 40. What is the answer? Yes, the answer is 6500 plus 910, and add the number, you will get 7410. Now, in this way, you have to solve the remaining one. Just see the next one. Mark whether true or false. You have to find out it is true or false. Just see. 12 minus 7 and 7 minus 12. Is it the same? No. When 12 minus 7 you are done, what will the answer is 5. But is it possible 7 minus 12? No. So this is the, you have to write here false. Okay. Now see the G1. 12 minus 0, is it equal to 0? Is it true or false? True, because any number is multiplied by 0, the answer will be 0. Again, 12 plus 7 is 19 and 7 plus 12 is again 19. So it is the true. So are you understood how to solve true and false? So students, are you understood all the terms regarding in the chapter? Are you understood everyone? Yes, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Okay, so this is the end with the chapter number 3, whole number. Now, again we are meeting in the next meeting. Thank you so much everyone. Thank you so much.